Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at the Amazeatorium, brought to you by Aliant and Touchstone Academy. And I am honoured to be here with the Mayor of St. John, Mr. Mel Norton, frequently called on social media the superstar Mayor of St. John by many people, including myself.
Thank you. I think you're the only one that does that, James. But thank you. Thank you.
You're obviously a big fan of Star Wars. That is well documented.
Yes.
Are you a big fan of Lego as well?
Well, especially Star Wars Lego. The two together, I think, probably combine the ultimate of the best possible worlds, Star Wars and Lego. So this is quite a spot, and you can just see by the number of people here, and the number of children, number of parents, people are having the time of their lives.
This is true. I think that's what's so wonderful about this, is that you're really seeing a city thriving in this room. This is a community event. This isn't organised by some big promoter from out of town who's coming in to make money off the back of us. This is a community event organised by a local school. Is that kind of thing important to you, seeing that come together?
Well, and you've hit the nail on the head, because not only is this about all these people coming together, and to your point about it being about the community. When we talk about St. John, this really is one community, and Touchstone might be in the Kennebecasis Valley, but it brings together the entire community. And we're in the middle of St. John. We're at Harbour Station. This is a facility that's shared and funded by all the communities in this region. So this is truly a community event, right from the ground up, from the organizers to the volunteers to the school behind the scenes, and the men and women that are here today. This is truly community stuff. So tip of the hat to Touchstone and all the volunteers today.
That's wonderful. It's a really nice thing for you to say, because that's what's been wonderful for me, seeing this come together, is that it's a lot of events feel the need to bring in an events organizer, and that would have been sensible, possibly watching the hours that people have put into this. But as you rightly say, every single person behind this is either a teacher or a parent from this school, and I mean, look at the fun everyone's having.
Well, I was just talking to a parent, and they live out in Quispamsis, and they were saying, well, their daughter's off in the area being supervised in the bouncy castle by the volunteers, and he's just there holding his daughter's boots until she's done. And the thousands of hours that would be behind the scenes. I know that personally I was contacted months ago about this moment, and so to know that there's been so much work and so many hours, it's really a testament to the spirit of this community. And that's probably one of the best things, that spirit of volunteering, the spirit of giving back, the spirit of building a community. And it's people that are behind the scenes today doing that, and we really can't thank them enough. And you're part of that too, James, and Aliant, obviously, and even having this broadcast is part of that community spirit that makes this an incredible city.
That's a beautiful thing, and that's certainly why I moved here, and also why I plan to stay here forever. So
we're keeping you, man. You came all the way from England, so we've shut off all the available escape routes for you. You're staying in Canada for good.
That is music to my ears. Mr. Mel Norton, thank you so much for speaking to us, and thanks for coming out and supporting this event, and also all the support that you've given us in the build-up to it. It means a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, St. John's superstar mayor, as I insist on calling him every time I see him, Mr. Mel Norton, thank you very much.
My friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Amazeatorium having a truly fantastic day, and I am honoured and delighted to be here with Mrs. Lego. Mrs. Lego, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about this event and why it was so important for you to travel all the way from Legoland to St. John, New Brunswick.
It's amazing, amazing.
That is fascinating. Could you believe that she thinks that St. John is the greatest city in the world? Well, I agree, Mrs. Lego. Are there any other things that you like about St. John when you come here? Touchstone Academy and Aliant. I could not agree more, Mrs. Lego. Well, clearly you have fantastic taste. We appreciate you coming all the way from Legoland, and I do hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very, very much indeed for your time. Thank you. Can I please have a hug? Thank you. Appreciate it. I will see you later, Mrs. Lego. That was Mrs. Lego, everyone. I'm genuinely honoured and delighted to be standing here with Angela, the principal of Touchstone Academy, the school behind this amazing event, this amazing Amazeatorium. Angela, thank you, would be the first thing to say.
Our pleasure.
How did you first conceive this event? I know this isn't the first year, but how did it originally kind of come to mind?
Well, actually, I wasn't there when it originally came to mind. I was at home on maternity leave, and it was a mom who came up with this idea. And just rolled with it, and a group of parents followed suit and joined on board to make this happen. And it was sort of because we're a very hands-on learning environment. We wanted to take our philosophy and our teaching methodology and really exploded on a huge scale, and that's how the Amazeatorium came about.
Well, this is what's so spectacular about it, is as well as obviously the bare bones of it, which is an amazing learning experience for kids and a fun experience, it's almost mind-boggling to think that this has been put together by teachers and parents. And the mayor of St. John pointed out the same thing. You look around, this looks like some huge promoter has come in from Toronto and put this thing together, but it's not. It's literally a grassroots thing. How's that process been?
It's ginormous, as you know, because you're involved in the steering committee, but it is a huge undertaking, and countless hours went into this by volunteers. We didn't hire professionals, so it was countless hours went into this to make this happen, and really because people believe in the school and believe in that type of learning, and really, again, want to expand that to the community. So yeah, just countless hours and passion and commitment make it happen.
Beautiful. And what seems really, really lovely about this is that Touchstone has put this whole thing together, but it's not being pushed as a Touchstone event. You've made it this wonderful day out for kids. So could you please give us like the message behind all of this? And obviously we can see that it's fun and it's learning, which is obviously a big message of Touchstone. But can you tell us a bit more about Touchstone and what it is that you aspire to do day to day?
Well, day to day, again, just make sure learning is really engaged and that it's hands-on and that the kids are building their own understanding and that we're giving them the skills that they need right now, but for the future, to be creative learners and to be critical thinkers and to be innovative. And again, that's why this is here too, is it shouldn't just be for a few kids. This is the way everybody should learn, and adults too. We actually took part of a workshop yesterday that was connected with this, teachers in our school and the local community, and again, he gave us 3 challenges and we dove in and we just figured it out like we want our kids to do too, and just build those skills.
That's absolutely wonderful. And what are you looking forward to most today? I mean, there's so many things going on. There's Jedi Knight training. There's the mural of the Maritimes. What are you personally most excited about?
I really want to see the mosaic come together, and I think it's because it's our students created all this beautiful artwork of science topics and history topics and geography topics, and then Robin, the certified professional builder, he picked from those pieces of paper and he created this amazing mosaic. So I can't wait to see. I love puzzles, so I cannot wait to see that come together and have all these hundreds of kids taking part and putting that together.
Amazing. That's beautiful. And finally, what can people do at home that want to learn more about Touchstone Academy? Who should they call? Where should they go?
Call me. They can call Julie, who is our admissions officer. They can go on our website. There's a lot of information. The best thing to do to learn about our school is come for a tour. Come see it in action. Come see our teachers and our students, and you'll see it's such an engaging, hands-on, fun environment where kids love learning. And
wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's touchstoneacademy.ca, is that right?
touchstoneacademy.ca.
And I'm sure you like surprise visits, so what's the address of the school as well?
68 Hampton Road.
68 Hampton Road, you can't miss it. Right beside the Rosse Town Hall, which looks identical to the clock tower in Back to the Future, so you can't miss it. Angela, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, James.
And thank you for organising this wonderful event.
It's really our pleasure. It's such a great day for everybody involved.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Amazeatorium having a truly fantastic day, and I am honoured and delighted to be here with Mrs. Lego. Mrs. Lego, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about this event and why it was so important for you to travel all the way from Legoland to St. John, New Brunswick.
It's amazing, amazing.
That is fascinating. Could you believe that she thinks that St. John is the greatest city in the world? Well, I agree, Mrs. Lego. Are there any other things that you like about St. John when you come here? Touchstone Academy and Bell Aliant. I could not agree more, Mrs. Lego. Well, clearly you have fantastic taste. We appreciate you coming all the way from Legoland, and I do hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very, very much indeed for your time. Thank you. Can I please have a hug? Thank you. Appreciate it. I will see you later, Mrs. Lego. That was Mrs. Lego, everyone. I'm delighted to say that I'm here with Dean from the St. John Fire Department. Dean, you're obviously a hero amongst our community. Why was it important for you to be here today and to celebrate this wonderful event?
Basically, it's just to get out and spread fire safety tips to kids. And we have our brand new fire safety house, and we take it usually to all the schools, but today we had the opportunity to come in and do a condensed version of what we do in the schools on, if you're at home sleeping, how to get out of your house safely. Yeah.
So is it true that the majority of household fires are actually preventable?
Yes. Yeah. A lot of fires. I mean, there are some that are caused obviously by faulty wiring and equipment that way, but most fires are preventable. And
wow.
sad to say, but they're usually caused by humans. So
yeah, of course. And there's things that people are aware of, like obviously like a burning cigarette left out and that kind of thing. What are the things that none of us really know about that cause fires? Things that people don't necessarily realise.
Oh, that's a tough question.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, then maybe that's one for another time.
You got to give me a little bit of time to think.
Yeah. No, I guess what I'm interested in is that idea that people kind of think that they know it all, but they don't, and that's why they should come to your stand today. Is that true?
Well, yeah. A lot of things we talk about is just general things, especially at night when you're sleeping. People put smoke alarms up and they forget to test them. Right. Well, here we remind the kids when they go home, tell your parents to test their smoke alarms. Another tip we talk about is sleeping with your bedroom doors closed. Right. People don't realize that most times it's the smoke that affect you, not the fire. Right. And if you're in bed sleeping and your doors are open, well, there's nothing to prevent that smoke from coming into your bedroom. Right. That's interesting. So a lot of things that's some of the things we talked about in the home.
Cool. Well, Dean, thank you very, very much for your time, and thank you for being here today at the Amazeatorium. Nice to meet you. A hero in our community, Dean. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Welcome back, everyone. We are now firmly ensconced in the afternoon session of the Amazeatorium, and I am genuinely excited to be joined here by Tyler from the Fundy Soccer Association. Now, as an Englishman, I'm obviously a huge appreciation for soccer. Tell me about how you, Tyler, brought soccer to the Maritime.
Well, I mean, I just played since I was about 5 years old, and, you know, it's always been around, and it's growing really fast, actually, around here, which is nice to see for sure. And, yeah, I don't know, I just I try to help the little kids to grow a little love for the game, so.
That's nice. I mean, it's clearly, obviously, a beautiful game, which is why it's obviously called that. And was it a tough sell when you first started doing the Fundy Soccer Association to get people involved, or was there already a demand for it? People were crying out for it.
There was already a lot of people interested in soccer, obviously. Our club, I think, has around 2,000 kids every year, which is, it's a lot of kids there. So, I mean, when I got involved with the club a few years ago, it's already been up to those sort of numbers, and it's continuing to grow, which is nice.
That is spectacular. And please tell our viewers how they can get involved, where they can find you, and how they can play with you, Tyler.
Oh, well, if you guys want to get involved, you guys want to register for Fundy Soccer, you guys can definitely go to our website, fundysoccer.nb.com, or you can also call our office at 847-9406. We're based in Rossay. So basically, yeah, you can sign up for sessions to be in the Valley, Rossay or Quispamsis, or in Milledgeville, which is
awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tyler, not only for joining us, but also for being here today at the Amazeatorium, and also for what you're doing for our community. You're a wonderful man. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers. Thank you.
I guess you want to play for England.
Hi, Amazeatorium fans. I am genuinely honoured to say that I am here with Nathan. Hi, Nathan. I'm James.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much. Can you tell us a bit about what you're doing here? This looks like possibly the most complicated Lego construction I've ever seen. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, Robin Sather created the design, and it's going to be a mosaic of a picture of something that the kids have designed in school. So what he's done is he has built 960 individual squares that each are going to go on the background. At the end of it, it will be a huge art piece. And so each square, there are 960 of these spots on that board. Each of these have a schematic like this, and each square gets filled in with each color according to the numbered box. At the end of it, each square gets filled in, and we'll have a beautiful picture to showcase on the website and at school.
That looks incredibly technical. I have to ask, like, are the children finding this difficult, or are they all kind of, are they all geniuses?
They're all master builders here. They're doing an awesome job. Some of them need a little more encouragement than others, obviously.
Yeah.
We have them sort of separated by degrees of difficulty, so if there's only one or two colors, those would go to the kids that might have a little more challenging, the younger kids. Those that like a little more of a challenge, there are 4 or 5 different colors and a lot of different sequential patterns.
That is absolutely genius. And can you tell us a bit about where people can go and see this? Obviously here today at the Amazeatorium, we hope everyone's coming to look, but when it's finished, where will it be on display?
When it's finished, it will be on display at Touchstone Academy, and it will be also on the Amazeatorium website and on the Facebook links for the Touchstone Academy as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help, and thank you for talking to me.
I'm going to get back to
yeah, of course you do. You look like you've got a lot to do, so we're going to let you finish. Thanks, Nathan. Take care. Bye. Hello, Angus.
Hey.
James, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
You too. It looks like you're right in the middle of something extremely technical. Can you talk us a bit about what you're doing and, well, I guess how difficult it is?
Well, first of all, I think you just take one of these
Yeah.
and you just take it out and you build what's on there. So
Wow.
you can, all these bins are labeled for numbers on here.
That's incredibly organised and streamlined, but it still doesn't look easy. I mean, I find it very difficult to follow a map. Are you obviously something of a Lego expert? Have you been a Lego expert for a long time?
Well, as I do say so myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be modest and it's good to know your abilities. I
Yeah.
admire that.
Yeah. But there's more tricky ones other than this. It
That
can be
is-
much harder for using different colors and numbers.
I see. And you've been playing with Lego since how old?
Since probably 2.
Good man. Me the same. Well, it's really nice to meet you, Angus. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And how long do you think it'll be before you've got this finished?
Looks quite a while, but I think by all the people who are here, not so long.
Yeah, I agree. You look like you'll know what you're doing. I reckon you'll have that nailed before the hour's out.
Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed. Best of
Thank
luck
you.
with it. Cheers. See you again. I'm delighted to say that I'm here at the Scholastic book stand here at the Amazeatorium, and I have two big readers, big fans of Scholastic books, Jack and Wyatt. How are you doing? Good. Now tell me, are you both reading your favourite books there, or are these just books you picked up today?
Mine just I picked up a normal book.
That's a super cool book, and you've got Minecraft. Are you a big Minecraft fan?
Yeah.
What is it you like most about reading?
Just helps you learn all that.
Yeah. Very smart indeed. How about you? What do you like most about reading? I see you've got a Lego book there, so I guess you're both being entertained and learning at the same time. Is that something that's important to you?
Yes.
Perfect. And can you tell us a bit about what's happening today? Has the store been busy? Are lots of people buying books? And are you doing your bit to spread the word?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. And tell me a bit about what you like most. What's your favourite book of all time?
Mostly Lego books.
Mostly Lego books.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Do you
Mostly
play
Minecraft.
Minecraft as well, obviously?
Yeah.
Yeah. You good at it? Yeah, I can tell you're good at it. You look like experts. Well, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you very much indeed for your time. I much appreciate it. You're clearly good readers, clearly good learners, and you're going to go a long way in this world, I can tell. We are very lucky to have two staunch professionals here running the Scholastic book stand. Anne and Stephen, how's it going?
It's going great, thanks.
Good. I can see that you guys are doing roaring trade because lots of the books have gone. How's it been going?
It's been great, and we've got all kinds of Lego books here in support of our great Amazeatorium today for girls and for boys. And of course, we've got everything else that you would need if you were a kid and you loved Minecraft, you loved fairies, you loved to do crafts. So we've got it all. So if you come on down, you can find something that you like.
That's great. And Stephen, I know you like Minecraft, don't you? Yeah, you're a big Minecraft fan. Are you something of an expert? I hear rumours that you're kind of becoming one of the best Minecraft players in the province. Is that true?
Probably.
Yeah, you told me, so I believe it. Well, it's nice to see you guys doing such roaring trade here, and it's nice to see you outside of the park, which is normally where I stalk you. I come and I hide outside their house and I wait for them, and this is true, isn't it? My son makes me go to the park so we can bump into Anne and Stephen and her beautiful daughter as well. So
Prevent them from massacring caterpillars. It works very well. Anyway, but just remember to support Scholastic because it supports your school. So everything today goes in support of Touchstone. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just such a great thing if you can come on down and support us.
that's a very good point. The Scholastic have done a lot, not only to support Touchstone, but also lots of other schools. And they're a publisher that generally specialise in books that help you learn as well as entertain. And certainly in the case of Touchstone, Scholastic's had a wonderful long relationship with the school. And as you say, have not only helped fill our homes with wonderful books, but also helped fill the coffers with much needed funds. So thank you to Scholastic, and if you would like to check out their website, just Google Scholastic. Thank you very much, Anne and Stephen.
But by the way, don't massacre
caterpillars.
Don't massacre caterpillars. If you can take one message home with you today, ladies and gentlemen, it's don't massacre caterpillars. Thank you very much, Stephen. You're a wise man. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Cheers. See you guys later. That was fun. Hi Amazeatorium fans, I'm genuinely excited to be here with June from the St. John Astronomy Club. Are you having a wonderful day, June?
Having a great day, really, really busy.
Well, that is awesome. I mean, it is truly spectacular how many people have come out today. All kids love astronomy because it combines both fun and learning. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is, and they get it early on in school. They get it in their organizations like Cubs and Beavers and Girl Guides. So, yeah, they love it.
Now, I hear a rumour that this is the largest telescope in the whole of New Brunswick, which is wonderful because it also looks like the largest drum as well. Is it the largest drum telescope or just the largest telescope?
No, it's just the largest telescope. It's 20 inches, and if you were to beat on that, someone would kill you.
Right, I'm sure. Well, I don't want to be killed this early on in the day, so I won't do that. So, being the largest telescope, I'm assuming it means you can see the furthest with it?
Yes, you can. You can see more detail now, mind you. It depends on the eyepieces and things, but yes, you can see further. You can see more detail.
That's amazing. See, I'll ask a question on behalf of my son. He would ask. He would say, "Is it so strong that you can see the aliens?"
Oh, well, look, some people see aliens without a telescope, so I won't say anything about that.
That's true.
We haven't seen any aliens ourselves.
We call them space cadets generally.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me, where can people find out more about the St. John Astronomy Club? Obviously, today, anyone watching here right now, they can come over to your stand. But there's people watching at home as well. Where can they learn about the amazing work that you guys do?
Well, we have a website, and it's www.stjohnastronomy.ca. Yeah.
So if you're a spelling bee winner, you will be able to look it up quickly.
Yes.
Otherwise, ask Mummy and Daddy to spell it for you.
That's right. If you just looked up St. John Astronomy, we would come up on that. So, and we have links to other clubs, astronomy clubs in the province, and a nationwide club, the Royal Astronomical Society of Canada. So there's a lot of links on there, and how to contact people if you have any questions.
Spectacular. Yep. And before we go, just to give it the personal touch, what is it that you love most about astronomy, and what is it that what feeling does it give you when you feel at one with the stars?
Do you know what? It makes you really philosophical. It makes me feel free.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of freedom, but you also wonder, we're not alone.
Yeah.
There's so much out there to learn about and to see. So it just makes more questions for you. So I love it. It's just so interesting, and it makes you think.
I agree, and I feel like it makes people less selfish in a way, because I find when I look up at the stars, I think to myself, all the little things that I worry about and stress about, they're insignificant. The world is a big, big thing, and it almost helps you kind of shed your worries and concerns, because all those little silly things that we all panic about every day, they're insignificant. The world is a big and beautiful place.
We're just looking at our very small area. Yeah. But, the Earth alone is huge, and there's so much more to it. And from space, there's no barriers, there's no borders. We have a lot to learn from astronomy. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much for all you're doing, and thank you for being a part of the Amazeatorium today.
Welcome.
Genuinely lovely to meet you. Thank you. See you again. Bye. Bronwyn, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good, I'm very good. My name's James. Is it exciting to be a part of the Amazeatorium today?
It is. It's really exciting to see everyone out and having fun.
For sure. Now, you are obviously part of St. John High School Rugby.
Yep.
Being from England, rugby is a very, very big thing. Yep. You've obviously brought it back in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you do that? People just love rugby?
Yeah, just fun. Everybody gets the hang of it really quickly, so it just makes it easy to learn.
And is it something that a lot of schools have, or is it just St. John High that's kind of been celebrating?
A lot of the high schools do, but it's starting out throughout the middle schools, and they also have a program starting from 6-year-olds to 12-year-olds out in the South End right now.
Very cool. And what is it you personally like most about playing rugby? Because it's a tricky sport. It's not an easy one. There's a lot of easy sports out there. Soccer, just kicking a ball, isn't it? This is the real deal. What is it you personally love about it?
That anyone can play, because it's for like every type of athlete. Even if you're not an athlete, you can easily catch into it. And there's positions for every type of thing you're good at, for running or passing. it's good for everyone. You kind of get a little taste of everything when you do it.
Well, you say it's good for everyone. It's more suited to women because it involves lots of multitasking, something which men can't do. Traditionally, the traditional male sports involve kicking a ball because men can do one thing at a time. Is the reason that girls rugby is doing so well because girls are so good at juggling lots of things at the same time?
It is. That is definitely the reason for it.
Fantastic. Now, my wife went to St. John High School many years ago. Told me wonderful things. What do you like most about your school?
I like the environment of it because like there's so many people, but we all get along really well, and the teachers are really good there.
That's very nice to hear. And are you a fan of Lego as well? Obviously today's celebrating a lot of Lego.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Lego.
Awesome. And is it nice being part of a community event like this? Like obviously, you know, around St. John every now and again you get big events, but this has obviously been organised locally by parents, teachers. Is it something that you're enthusiastic about, the kind of community spirit of events like this?
Yeah, I am. I find that when we all get together, like it just makes it a lot funner for everyone else in the community, even if they're not aware of it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, I've just moved here and I love it because of people like you. So thank you very much, Bronwyn, for your time, and keep doing what you're doing and keep multitasking. Good. I'm genuinely excited to be joined here by the niece of a very, very good friend of mine, Kathy Coyle from Alexis of St. John. Lauren, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What have you been doing today? You're obviously part of the Fundy Soccer Association.
I am.
What's it like? How much do you love soccer?
I love it so much. It's so fun. Just like giving back to the community, and you just gather like great relationship with the kids, and it's just so fun.
And it's a beautiful game, and it's obviously something which brings our community together, brings people together. Do you enjoy the competitive nature of it, and how good are you at it?
I love the competitive side to it. I'm pretty good, I guess. I don't know.
I reckon you're good. I know your aunt very well, and she's good at everything. So if you, yeah, she is. Kathy Coyle is very much a hero of our community.
Yeah, I love Kathy.
Cool. So do I. We love you, Kathy, if you're watching. Thank you very much for your time. It's really lovely to meet you.
Me too.
And come here, let's do a selfie, and let's send it to Kathy right now. All right? Okay, well. Genius. I'm going to send it to Kathy right now.
Awesome.
I love Kathy.
Me too. She's so awesome.
She is the best.
I saw Jackson here earlier.
Oh, was he here?
Okay, that was a terrible Scottish accent. You're cutting
Well,
it, right?
I'm genuinely excited to be joined here by Peter from NBCC. Now, you have clearly got some genuinely exciting and amazing to fulfill the title of today's show.
Okay.
Talk me through what you're offering the kids here today.
All right, so what we have here are some senior projects and some projects our students at the community college have worked on. The gray gentleman standing up here is BioLloyd, and BioLloyd has been put together from a kit, and the students have programmed to do certain moves, etc. Besides BioLloyd, there's a tracked vehicle, and the tracked vehicle has got a little bit of a camera, and
this is stuff actually worked on by the students. This is unbelievable, because this looks to me like something out of CSI or RoboCop, and yet you guys are doing this for real.
Yes, and we 3D printed the hand, and again, the students have been responsible for programming with their Arduino. Gilles over here has got his little turret, etc., with the gun, and there's an interesting story someday that we'll tell you about his first demonstration to his instructor, who he shot with it.
No way. That is genius. So this has image recognition. Does this mean this is something that the FBI could use? Because I actually fled England a year ago, and I'm actually in witness protection, so can my image please be deleted from that file?
Sure, we could do that. The other thing is good that if you have a Star Trek convention, you have yellow shirts and red shirts, we can program it so the red shirts die.
No way. That is genius. I'm missing the Star Trek convention today that's happening in Bangor.
Awesome.
Yeah, but
hello.
Yeah, hello to everyone in Bangor, but we're having much more fun here.
Okay, yes.
Peter, do tell me, what can people do to find out more about NBCC and how they can sign up really for this amazing course that
They
you
can
run?
go to our website, which is www.mbcc.ca, and there's all sorts of information on the different programs that we've got available. The programs we've got represented here are Information Technology Programmer Analyst, who are these fine ladies and gentlemen, and on this side is Gilles from Electronics Engineering Technology, and Joe Marriott, our lead instructor on all things CNC related, so he's really instrumental in getting these guys to work with these Arduino boards and all the other things that we do.
Well, you guys are clearly geniuses. I would expect nothing less from a organisation based in this fantastic city. Peter, thank you very much indeed for your time. Thank you. Keep in touch. Cheers, guys. Hi, Amazers. I am now joined here by Beth from Child Life. Beth, thank you very much, not only for being here, but for also for the amazing work you do for our community. Could you tell us a bit about what you do? And I know you help children all over the area, but tell us a bit more about it.
Sure, thanks so much. The Child Life Department is a small department within the St. John Regional Hospital, and our work involves helping children cope with the stress and anxiety of hospitalization and healthcare experiences. So we primarily function within the pediatric program, providing therapeutic play, distraction, coping skills, and whatnot for children. Also preparation and teaching for children going for different tests and procedures, surgery, things like that. Because we're also a resource within the hospital, we also provide some support to some of our adult services that have children affected by the health of a loved one. So we sometimes provide support to those various areas as well.
That's spectacular, because I know lots of doctors at the St. John Regional. I've also visited there, and the one thing you can say about the hospital is that everyone gets the best possible treatment and the best possible care, but often the best possible treatment doesn't help with the emotional side of these traumas that children are going through. So obviously that's what you guys are here for, and you're helping the kids. It must be a hugely fulfilling job, knowing that, while you know that they're in safe hands with the doctors, but you know that it might affect them emotionally, and you're there for them. That must be a hugely satisfying experience.
It is really rewarding. Their social and emotional well-being we have a very holistic approach to care. So I always say it takes more than medicine to get to feel better. You need to explain to the kids that having things to play with, having things to do, self-expression activities, and just being able to communicate and talk to kids in a way that make it more child-friendly.
Oh, for sure, because we can all be physically fit, but you want to be emotionally and spiritually happy as well, right?
And to help empower children and families with healthcare experiences, that they're not just passive recipients, that they have an important job, and that their feelings and ideas are important to us too. So we've got a really family-centered approach to care, and that children have special developmental needs as well that we take into consideration. So
That's beautiful, Beth. Well, thank you very much, not only for your time, but also for everything you've done for our community. I'm sure all of us at home appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Hi Suzanne, I'm James. We obviously know each other from email correspondence, and I've been a fan of your work for some time. How is it that you create these beautiful, beautiful treats, because they are identical to the real characters?
Well, I'm always online looking for new molds. Always. And whatever comes out, if a new movie comes out, I try to see what the kids are interested in. Olaf is a really big seller. Lego's been a really good seller today. Lego cake pops, Lego suckers.
So the Lego cake pop, I understand, sold out this morning.
Sold out, yes. And these are pretty much gone as well. I had a box full. Yeah.
Music to my ears, because I hate dragging someone into something if they then don't have fun. So if you've had fun and you're doing well, then I'm a happy man.
It's been great.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, no, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
No. Well, keep doing what you're doing, because there's nothing like it. As I say, the ones in Harrods in London aren't as good as yours. So,
so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, this is Heather and her team. Now, this is clearly a truly spectacular display. Do you guys make these, and how on earth do you do it? Who would like to start?
Well, the robot we actually have to build ourselves. The table comes with a kit and plans to build it.
Right, and so you guys are actually kind of programming these and everything?
Yeah, we program on the computer, then download to the robot.
Wow, this is spectacular. And how can people get involved in robot programming competitions? Because I understand that you guys are obviously the experts at this. You've won competitions. Let's hear about some of your achievements. Tell me about them. Don't be shy.
Yeah, this is a fantastic. This is their 6th year competing. They started as 9-year-olds. What's great about this program is that they start as 9-year-olds, which means the robot goes forwards and backwards, and they learn turns. They build every year. It's that build on the education from previous years, and they just keep learning and learning. They introduce sensors, and then all of a sudden they're a team that can manage the whole table, and it's one of these great growth activities that the kids. It combines your school math and science curriculum in with hands-on solution, which has been fantastic for the kids.
This is the thing that looks like the dream. I mean, this is seriously high-tech robotics, high-tech science combined with a love of Lego. I mean, that must be a dream for you, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing with Lego for my whole life, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
How about you? Is it nice to be part of a day like this, which not only celebrates fun and learning, but also really is the best Lego event that St. John's ever seen?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, thank you guys for being involved. And what can people do to learn more about what you do?
Yeah, the best place is just if you have done internet, search First Lego League, and you'll find information. There's a junior group for ages 6 to 9. This competition is age 9 to 14-year-olds, and it's really easy to find lots of great information about it. Really.
So there you have it, fellow Maritimers. If you want to be involved in a thing quite as spectacular as this, get in touch and get involved because they want to keep winning. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Cheers. Appreciate it. Just chat. Normal, yeah. I am delighted to be joined here by Andrea from Centre Dance. Now, can you tell us a bit about this? Because clearly these moves that the girls are performing are quite spectacular. Do you teach them these or do they come to you with these skills?
We teach it. We're headed to Boston next week for competition, so all these girls have worked very hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, it really is. I've been watching all morning and the moves are just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes real confidence to do that. How old is she? Do you know how old she is?
She's be 9.
9. I mean, to be able to do that at 9. I'm 37. I can't even pick up a piece of paper off the floor. What a spectacular thing. How did this start? How long have you worked with Centre Dance?
We've been here, we're going on 12 years now.
Wow.
And we just started, we were a couple of people in the community, and we've always danced, so 12 years later we're still going.
That's spectacular. And you mentioned that it's very much a community organisation. Was that a reason why you wanted to be part of today? Because obviously the wonderful thing to me about this fantastic event is that it's not some big promoter from Toronto coming in. This is obviously a local event supported by or organised by parents and teachers. Is that basically how you guys operate as well?
It is, yeah. We want to be involved in the community. We're focused on keeping kids active, and that's anything that we can do for children to keep them active and focused.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you very much for all you do for our community. Can you tell us a bit about how people can find out more about Centre Dance and how they can sign up?
Give us a call. You can check us out on Facebook. We always post what our upcoming events are, dates and whatnot, and that's probably the easiest way to get in contact with us.
Perfect. So type into Facebook Centre Dance Studio.
Center Stage.
Center Stage Studio. Perfect.
Yep.
And there we have it. Sign up now, and you too could be doing this. Thank you, Andrea. That's great. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm joined here by Brian. Brian, how are you doing? I'm James.
I'm good, James.
Now, you are one of the geniuses behind this incredible display of a Lego world. I mean, this isn't even just a Lego land, this is a Lego world. How did you put this together, and how many of you work on this together?
So there's a total of 3 of us who are presenting here. The city layout with the trains is built by Patrick Bourgeois, who is the guy over at the Mazda booth building the car.
Yeah. A great man, I think we can agree.
All right. Myself, I'm the one who built the castle display here.
Wow.
That was about a month for me. The castle itself was about 2 weeks to build. And then
it's truly spectacular. I mean, where do you have to order these pieces? This is obviously a lot of this stuff's not available in shops, I assume.
Most of it is. A lot of it is either I'll get sets, part it out. There's a lot of pick-a-brick, which is basically Lego you can buy individual pieces from.
Wow.
There's also secondary market like bricklink.com.
Now, I've been to Legoland, but I mean, I've not seen things as spectacular as this outside of that. I mean, you guys must spend a lot of time and effort on this, and is this organisation open? Can other people join you?
Yeah, so we're a group called Novalug, which is short for Nova Scotia Lego User Group. But we're actually, the 3 of us here today are actually all from New Brunswick. So we're basically anyone in the Maritimes type deal. There's lugs throughout the world, basically. Like there's one in Quebec, K-Lug. When I was out in Calgary for a while, I was with one called Say-Lug, which is Southern Alberta Lego User Group. And we're always looking for new members.
Well, fantastic. Well, please tell us how people can sign up. You obviously have a website, you have a Facebook group.
Yeah, we just created the Facebook page a couple months ago.
Right.
And so that's just Novalug. Our website is novalug.ca.
Awesome.
Under construction a little bit, but...
Hey, as long as people can get in touch, that's the main thing. Well, Brian, I can't thank you enough, A, for being here today and supporting this amazing event, but also for talking to us now. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much. Nice one, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers. I am joined now by Katie from the ranch. Katie, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Tell me, has it been a fun day so far at the Amazeatorium?
Yeah, lots of fun.
Cool. And are you surprised by how many people? Because you know it's sold out this afternoon.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people. Yeah, lots of kids enjoying the zip line.
Yeah, I see that. And like, can you tell us a bit about the ranch and about the summer camps that you guys put on and how people can get involved? Because clearly, in a place like this, in a province like this is the kind of stuff we need to know about.
Yeah, it's Snyder Mountain Ranch, and we offer summer camps for kids, and it's a lot of fun. We have horseback riding, canoeing, BMX, all sorts of climbing wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool. And you guys have a website that people can check out?
Yes, it's SnyderMountainRanch.ca.
Perfect. Yep. And what's been your highlight so far? I mean, I've seen the queues of people around your stand here enjoying all the things you've got. Tell us a bit about the line.
Yeah, we have an assembly of Lego men here. Kids are putting them together and putting them on a wheel, running upstairs and sending them down the zip line.
That is absolutely genius. Will that line hold me, do you think?
No.
No. Oh,
But
she thinks I need to go on a diet.
If you want to come down to the ranch, we have a zip line there, actually. Yeah, at our park. So.
Do you hear that? If you go to the ranch, you can live this dream. Right at the moment, only Lego men are allowed to do it, but at the ranch, people can do it for real.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, and I hope everyone comes to check out what you guys do at the ranch. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Great. Nice one.
Thanks.
This is DOS, so
Okay,
it's just
got it. Now it's time to announce the next winner, the Grade 3 winner of the Lego competition. Robin Sather has kindly been here judging all morning, and he has come up with a winner. The winner is Brendan Quigg from Fairvale Elementary School. Are you Brendan? Please come here and talk to me now. Brendan Quigg, please, across Harbour Station, with a round of applause for Brendan Quigg, who is the winner of the Grade 3 Lego competition. Congratulations. Now, first of all, it must be an honour anyway to have the country's only certified Lego professional admiring your work. But to win, tell me a bit about how you're feeling right now.
Feeling really honest, like I'm happy and obviously a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
That's a good way to be. We all feel shaky when we find out that our heroes admire our work. Now, talk me a bit through this. Now, Robin, what was it that jumped out for you about Brendan's fantastic work?
Well, as he very well pointed out even later on, he's used some interesting pieces here in ways that not a lot of people do. So he's taken pieces and put the studs on the top of the Lego bricks, he'd put them on the side. And so he's done some interesting connection work here, and it's really, really cool, and it works really well on his model. It's just very well done.
It's extremely slick. Now, Brendan, is this what you do? You think outside of the box? You know, you knew what those pieces could be for, and instead you took them to a whole different level. When you did that, did you have an inkling that you might be the winner today?
Well, I felt confident, you know, like, yeah.
As you rightly should. You're a very talented man. What's the next step for you? I mean, this is obviously a crowning and glowing achievement. What's next for you in your life? Because this is a great way to be starting.
I don't know. I think that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite Lego creation I've built yet. So I'm not sure if I can build anything better than that, but...
Oh, that's wonderfully modest. Everyone in artistic professions feel the same way. Every novelist, when they finish a novel, they think they will never do a novel as good. But you know what? They always do, and you will. This is only the beginning for you, my friend. You might think that's the best thing you've ever done, and it might be to this day, but tomorrow you're going to do something even better.
Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Congratulations. We are super proud, and here you are is your certificate that you are one of the winners of this fantastic competition. Brendan, it's a genuine honour to meet you, and I look forward to meeting you many years to come when you're doing Robin's job here.
There's a prize for you. Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks for talking to me.
Good job.
Thanks.
Congratulations, I think, across Harbour Station. Can we please have a round of applause for the two winners here? What fantastic, fine gentlemen and superstars in the making.
Perfect. I like your sticker. Very nice.
That's how I roll.
Well, some of the kids have come out and they're like, where's your sticker? I haven't seen you have one yet.
I'm delighted to say I'm here with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you are from St. John's only Forest School, I believe.
That's right, we are. We're St. John's only Forest School. We have a sister school location in Sussex, but we are St. John's first and only Forest School, so it's pretty exciting.
It's super cool. I mean, this is the kind of skills that children need, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, I moved here from London, England a year ago because I wanted this kind of life for my children,
Absolutely.
right? Can you talk us through some of the things that you do with the kids and some of the most exciting activities that you have?
Sure. So for example, you can see in a little bit in our video here, a normal day for us would look like the kids get dropped off and we just head right to our base camp in the woods. So we're going to have an opportunity to go to our base camp. Maybe they want to start a fire, maybe they want to collect those sticks, maybe they want to play on our tree swing and our tire swing. They have lumber, they have tires, they have all sorts of activities. Often we set out things that we call invitations. So we might have wood, we might have lumber. For the wood cookies, for example, our children have learned how to use a bow saw, they've learned how to use a handsaw, and then once they've mastered those skills, of course with the supervision of a teacher, then they can take those cookies and they can draw on them or make a necklace or whatever they'd like to do with them.
That's amazing. I mean, the work that I'm looking at here is beautiful. This is made for kids living in a province like this, isn't it? I mean, this is why we live here, so kids can be outdoorsy.
Absolutely. Kids thrive in the outdoors. They really become smarter, they become calmer, just become happier, healthier children. And our children in our school, like the development that we've seen in 6 months is unbelievable.
Amazing.
They've come from children who are a little bit wobbly when walking through the forest to running and jumping and playing and balancing and climbing trees. These are skills that 4-year-olds need to have before they enter the school system. And we're just so thrilled that we have the space to do it in.
That's amazing. Well, my children are clearly intended for a school like this because my children's names are Hunter and River.
Perfect.
Right? So
Perfect.
I mean,
we actually have a hunter in our school too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
See,
we do.
These are the names that outdoorsy kids need.
It's true. And these children, when they come to us, parents are saying well, we don't know, are they going to be warm enough? Are they going to be able to withstand the elements? But starting in September, we give a list of clothing that they want to wear and we give them sort of ideas to layer and layer and layer. And by mid-February, these kids were outside in minus 38, with a little bit of wind chill. We'd go out, we'd play for 45 minutes, come in, check skin, make sure everyone's nice and warm. And it's amazing. They've just adapted to it.
It makes them stronger.
Absolutely.
And why was
healthier.
Yeah, that's it. No, it's true.
They're so healthy.
Why was it important for you to be involved in this event today? Because I think, for me personally, what I love so much about this is, you do see other big events around the province, but often it's some big promoter comes in and sets up. This is obviously completely community run. It's parents and teachers have organised it.
It's parents and teachers who have done all the organization, which we love because we know how much work goes into it. But we're seeing the right people and the families that are coming to it. They're genuinely interested in what we do as a service, and because we're so new in the province, we've only been operating since September, people are coming in and saying, this is amazing, I wish my children had this 5 years ago or 2 years ago or whatever it is. And we're getting those new families who are maybe moving to the province and don't know that there's other education opportunities. So we're really hitting the best age groups, and I think we're having a lot of fun today, so that's the most important thing.
That's spectacular. Thank you very much indeed for your time, and please can I have a flyer to take away so I can sign up? Wonderful.
A wood bangle if you like.
Oh, I would love a wood bangle. Actually, you know what? I'll come back for one of those later because if I wear it now, there we are. Everyone should check this out. Thank you very much indeed, Elizabeth, for your time. Cheers. Thank you. Hi, Amazeatorium fans. I am here with Amy from Travel Only. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Why was this important for you to be involved with the event today? Obviously, what I personally love about it is that it's a real community event. It's not a big promoter, it's parents and teachers. What was it, though, that attracted you to the Amazeatorium?
The fact that it's a family event geared towards young children, and that's what we're about with our agency, and also to support the Touchstone School. We believe in supporting local. We're local travel agents, and we want to get the word out that we're here and people can have their trips planned for them.
Amazing, yeah, because this is the thing. You guys do a unique bespoke service, right? You obviously cater to children looking to have the trip of a lifetime, either because they've got special needs, or also just families in general. Can you tell me a bit about trips that you've organised recently and why it's so exciting?
I specialize in Disney destinations because it's my favorite place in the world, at Walt Disney World, and that's where I want to live when I grow up. My background is in occupational therapy, so I personally specialize in helping families with special needs.
Right, nice.
Because there's a lot of complexity involved in traveling.
Yeah.
I believe that vacations are for everyone.
So you guys will handle all of those elements. So like someone has a child with special needs and they're worried about the travel element, you guys will take care of those things.
Yes.
That's spectacular.
Yes. That's my specialty. I mean, we're a full-service travel agency, so I specialize in Disney destinations. Wendy does everything. Jennifer does everything. She's also a Disney marathon runner. She's got the medals.
Look at this. Hey, you don't get one of those easily. That's actually... can I touch it? Am I allowed to touch? Sorry, I touched it before asking, which is actually...
it's okay.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, a man should never do that. This is extremely impressive. And it is...
42 kilometers, 26.1 miles.
Wow. You don't earn these easy.
This one was a half marathon, so 13 miles.
Wow.
And a 5K. These two I did in the same day.
Wow, this is amazing. And where should people go to learn about you? You obviously have an office here, or where can people...
Based at a home. We're all home-based agents. We all live in Quispamsis, but we provide services to people across the country. They can find us on Facebook. You just can do a travel only Amy Ware, travel only Wendy Eldridge, travel only Jen Arsenault. That's the easiest way to find us.
Brilliant. So support local, find Travel Only on Facebook, and if you're watching here now live and you're at the event or you're coming later this afternoon, please come and check out the Travel Only store and meet lovely Amy and her colleagues. Thank you. Anything else you'd like to add and tell people watching at home?
Come and see us, and we'll be excited to plan a vacation for you.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, that was wonderful. So I was I'm truly honoured to be here with Erin from Barefoot Books. Can you tell us a bit about what you guys do? Obviously, I know you're from the UK, and obviously, I like all things that are from the UK.
Right.
And I know that these are the greatest children books out there because they're both entertaining and educational. But can you tell us a bit more about it?
Right. Barefoot Books was started by two moms who were kind of looking for something different for their kids other than the normal, traditional, commercial and fictionalized characters that they were seeing. So everything that we do is educational based, whether it be having an educational endnote or recipe or life lesson or moral story along the way, along the books. We range in age from infant to some independent readers and kind of everything in between.
That's wonderful, and of course what's so great about them is that there is this beautiful kind of underlying family message and message about, support and friendship, but also children love the stories, which is of course the imperative thing. I mean, everyone wants to learn, their children to learn a lesson, but we also need them to be entertained.
Right.
Can you tell us a bit about how people can find you and where they can buy the books and how they can learn more about it?
Yes, I'm a direct seller, so it cannot be bought in stores. They are all unique books because they can't be bought. I'm based out of Quispamsis, so I have a website and I can be found on Facebook at Once Upon a Barefoot Child.
Perfect. And what's the website URL?
www.erinmcquaid.barefootbooks.com.
Wonderful. Well, everyone will check you out, and if you're watching and you happen to be coming this afternoon, or you're watching us on this big screen, obviously this is completely live, so I mean now, you can obviously come and check out Erin's table here and check out some of these fantastic books. Erin, thank you very much indeed for your time. Thank you.
Have a great
Cheers.
day.
You too. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Cheers. I'm delighted to say I'm now joined by Brad from Sun Life Financial. Brad, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Good. How's the day been for you so far?
It's incredible. It's been incredible. We've had thousands of people by literally. Kids are having a blast, and we're having a blast with them. It's great.
Cool. And I know Sun Life is obviously very much a community-driven environment. You do a lot of work for the community, both in terms of charity and bringing people together.
Yes.
Is that why the Amazeatorium was something that you wanted to be involved with?
Absolutely. It made sense. It was a good brand for us. Families are key to our business, and we love being in the community, and it's just kind of made really a really good fit for everything that we do. And plus, we just love being out and around. That's the thing.
Which is good, which is a great thing. And obviously the wonderful thing about this event is that, it kind of has the look and feel of some huge promoter coming in and bringing it in. And actually it's just local parents and local families doing it. But of course, without the support of places like Sun Life Financial, we wouldn't be able to do a thing like this. So, I'd like to say on behalf of everyone here today, a huge thank you to you for being involved.
Well, look, we appreciate it, and thank you, and we love the fact that it's even available. And you're right, to look at this event, you would never know that it was put on by local.
Right.
It's an incredible event, and the feedback is extraordinary by parents and kids. So well done.
Well, no, thank you. And it has to be said, one of the things that came about of your incredible support for this was that Robin Sather, Canada's only certified Lego professional, teamed up with local children in the community and built this spectacular Sun Life Financial logo. What's it like? I mean, you obviously saw this being built. You were in the schools yesterday with the kids. How was it seeing your brand that you're so proud of coming together in this beautiful Lego?
Well, it was cool. I don't think people can appreciate really how how detailed it is. It looks from outside in, it looks simple, but you know, it was built in small little chunks by kids. In fact, a few of the kids came by today, and what was so neat, they said, "Oh, I built that part." And I built that part. So it's really, really kind of neat to see it. And yeah, and we're actually going to take this and get it framed, put a few pictures around it at today's event, and put it in our office. So it'll be a great memento.
So tell us where your offices are. I am a regular visitor to the Sun Life offices, both for advice, but also to hang out with these wonderful people. Brad and his colleague Mike, very good friends of mine. Can other people come to your offices and check this out?
Absolutely. Our main office is on Somerset Street in St. John, but we work out of the Rossay office on the corner of Rossay Road and Godola Point Road, the old home of Benjamin Books. People know it well.
Right.
And it's easy to see, and we're really proud of the office.
Yeah, well, it's a very, very beautiful building, and it truly feels like old Rossay. And I think that's the thing, is that you guys are about the community, but also the building itself is steeped in community spirit.
The building goes back, way back. In fact, it was owned by a guy by the name of Mr. Diggle. It was called Diggle's Convenience Store for 54 years. Wow. And any old Rossay people, you mention Diggle's and they know about it. So we love being there. It's a great spot. Great spot.
I look forward to, in 54 years, when I will still be living in Rossay, to be able to say to people, I went in that office 54 years ago, and Brady's still there now.
54, I'll be 106. We'll see.
Hey, he's a healthy living man, and you know, if he's not, he's got the insurance to cover him.
There you go. Right.
Brad, thank you so much for your time. And you know, we look forward to coming and checking this out in the office very soon. Cheers, thank you. Hi Amazeatorium fans, I'm genuinely delighted to be joined here by Daryl from Fundy Engineering. How are we doing, Daryl? Are you having fun?
We're doing fantastic, yeah, we're having a great day. So.
You guys have a remarkable array of activities here for kids, obviously relating to engineering, I assume?
We tried to find stuff that engineering related, but at the same time stuff the kids can get their hands on and have fun with, so that's what we come up with.
Tell me a bit about this, like what's going on here?
Okay, we have our Fundy name. We call this construction, so we took some soup cans and we have white and blue, and we've allowed the kids to tear it down and build it back up and build our Fundy logo out of cans of soup. And as you see, we're donating all the cans at the end of the day to the Joshua group here in St. John. So
that's wonderful. Obviously, with a name like Fundy Engineering, I can tell that you are a local firm. You are completely born and bred here.
We're New Brunswick based, New Brunswick owned. Our main office here in St. John, New Brunswick. We have an office in Halifax and an office in Charlottetown as well. So, yep.
And obviously, I mean, for me, what's very exciting about today's event is that, you know, you often come across big events like this, but quite often it'll be people, big promoters coming in, whereas obviously this is all completely community run. This is parents and teachers.
100%, yeah.
As a local firm, is that important to you to kind of support local community?
Always very important. And we're always talking to our staff about getting involved in community stuff, and whether it's through professional association or just volunteering with local organization to help out wherever we can. So, and we tried to find, you see the little girl here right now. We've hidden some cartoon characters inside the pipe, ranging from Lego men all the way to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is at the very end of the pipe, and we asked him to help us use our little video imaging camera here to go through the pipe and help us find Mickey Mouse. So he's been, our thermal imaging camera down at the end. So again, kids can come up and it's reading temperatures and stuff that they can get their hands on and interact with, but engineering related at the same time. So
that's amazing. Well, thank you for being involved. And where can people go to find out more about Fundy Engineering?
You can go to our website, www.fundyeng.com.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Darren. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Cheers. Take care. Fantastic. Oh, no, I don't want to touch these hands. I am delighted to be here with Ansar Hassan, not only one of St. John's finest comedians, also the country's finest heart surgeon. Can you please tell us what you're doing here today?
So, no, these are not my patients. This, thankfully, is courtesy of Kinshovi's Butchery out in the valley. We've had specimens from pigs and cows, and we've been able to show kids all day different aspects of the heart and the lungs and the body.
Now, what's the message you're trying to convey? Are you trying to convey a healthy heart behavior? Is that what you're trying to do? Teach kids to look after their hearts? Or is it just to play with hearts?
Well, let's be honest. The exciting part is to play with hearts. But you know what? For them, they actually get to see stuff that is in their body. And it really makes them interested to learn more and more about it.
Now, did the patients give you permission to use their...
Naturally, yes. I only go with consent. Yeah.
And so I've heard. Courtney, are you having fun here on Ansar's store? What have you learned most about here? I mean, this is obviously the surgeon's corner. Would you like to be a surgeon?
Probably not.
No?
No.
Is it because you wouldn't want to have to touch all of this stuff?
It kind of looks gross.
It does look gross, but just think, right, this beautiful man here, right, he, for us, to save people's lives, puts his hand in bodies and saves them. I mean, we need people like this, don't we, in our community? Yeah. So, really, you and I are never going to do this, are we? So we look up to people like Ansar, don't we?
Yeah.
Would you say he was a hero?
Probably.
Yeah, but I would say definitely. Don't touch those fists. Courtney, thank you very much indeed. Keep having fun. You can learn a lot from this man, and enjoy the Amazeatorium. This is clearly a highly educational spot, even though it is completely disgusting. We'd like to see a close-up of this. What part of the body is this? I feel completely freaked out, I must admit.
Well, this is the windpipe of a cow.
Well, one thing is, I'm definitely going to be looking after my heart a lot better now because I'm not going to eat any more meat.
And this is the lung of a cow. Don't smoke, James.
Yeah, that's clearly not a smoking cow.
Yeah, no. And then this is the heart. And you know what? I mean, my heart is probably equally as large, filled with love.
Yeah, and the other stuff.
Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot.
No, well, I'm sure that one of the things that people could do to look after their hearts better, because you're guilty of it, I'm guilty of it, we don't look after our hearts as well as we should. What's the number one thing we should all be cutting down on?
You know what? I think, to be honest, there's two things. We can all exercise a little more. Our lives are so busy. You know what? Just take 5 to 10 minutes a day and just do something. Right. Number one. Number two, I think the other thing is that we can all eat a little better.
Yeah.
You know what? Our lives are so busy that I think, you know, I'm probably guilty of it most. I'm constantly eating fast food, you know, things just to kind of fill my belly. But you know what? If we could just eat that much better and just do a little bit more exercise, I think we'd be a lot better off.
And you must obviously see it in the surgery. You know, you're looking after someone. Obviously, you are too busy saving lives to be judging people. But at the same time, you must look down occasionally and think, this poor person, if they had just eaten a bit less junk food, if they'd just gone for a walk, they could have spent another 10 years on this planet with their family.
Well, absolutely. I think, you know, there's no doubt that that's the reality. But I never criticize anyone for getting into the situation that they've gotten into. It's life. I think, obviously, no matter what age you are, you can always start. You can always start doing things a little bit better. But at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. And I think, you know, the best is, you know, whatever stage of life you're at, whatever stage of health you're at, just start somewhere. Yeah. Just start somewhere. And, you know, every little bit that you can do better will serve you down the road in some capacity.
It's very smart advice. I mean, at the end of the day, I love this man's company, but at the end of the day, what you want to do is look after yourself well enough that you really don't ever need to see him. That's really what you want. You really want to be put out of a job, because the more people that look after themselves, right, that's what you want. It's like the police often say that to me as well, that what their ideal situation is to be put out of a job. And it's a funny thing, but that's what you want. You want people to look after themselves and look after their hearts.
Exactly. And you know what? That's what all my patients say. They go, look, I really enjoyed having you as my surgeon, but I hope I never see you again. Right. And most of them, I hope to never see them again either. No, just kidding.
Well, that is how much of a fan I am of Ansar, in that I am looking after myself really badly because I like hanging out with him, and if it has to be in a surgery, then so be it.
Oh, anytime. Yeah, don't touch me.
Ansar.
Thanks, man.
Hi Amazeatorium fans, I'm genuinely excited to be here with Rob Hayes, both a Touchstone parent and Greater St John, if not the Maritimes' leading dermatologist. Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
Why was it important for you to be here today? Did you feel, is it the fact that this is obviously a community event? Is it that you wanted to reach children? Tell me what it was you wanted to convey to the kids today.
Well, I think it's a wonderful community event. I think it's a great way for St. Johners and folks in the region to get out and have some fun with their kids on a Saturday, and the kids can get some hands-on learning. So it's really fun to be a part of. That, and I'm a father of 3 kids that go to Touchstone.
Yeah. And tell me a bit about the school, because obviously the wonderful thing about today is that it's not a promotional event for the school, but it's been organised by the school, and everything that's happening here today is very indicative of what happens at the school, i.e. fun through learning. Can you tell me what your experience has been with the school?
Yeah, it's a great place. So it's a small school, you know, a non-profit, non-denominational. It's just a great experience for the kids. We go from preschool up to grade 5, and the kids just get a chance to be challenged and pushed in ways that they might not otherwise see. Learning Greek mythology in grade 2, and learning simple machines like catapults and levers and planes. And they really get some wonderful learning through the teachers, and they challenge each other.
I agree, and I think one of the ways in which this event is so reflective of the school is the way in which the look of delight and joy that you see in the faces of all of the children here today is the same as the delight and joy I see in the faces of our kids when we pick them up from school.
They're happy to go. They're so happy to go to school in the morning, and they don't want to leave at the end of the day.
That's it, which is the greatest dream for any parent. I mean, if it wasn't for today being this event, my son would have been annoyed that it's a Saturday because he can't go to school. And my boys were excited to join us here today. It's really nice, and you are obviously, as I mentioned, one of the Maritime's leading dermatologists. You've kindly come here today to share your experience with the children. What activities are you showing to the children, and what's the message that you want to convey to them today?
Well, we've just been having fun. We had some liquid nitrogen, which was great, and we were
very popular.
We were shrinking things and freezing things with liquid nitrogen. It's just some fun hands-on science. We've been talking a little bit about skin health, like protecting yourself from the sun to avoid sunburns. We want to prevent skin cancers down the road. Just some general skin health. And it's obviously something you and I have talked about before, and we were talking about Ansar with this with relation to the heart. Like everything, a lot of things are health driven. What are some health tips that you can give to people so that they can potentially, as well as obviously sun exposure, but also just healthy eating and so forth, so they can prevent skin problems later in life? I think some keys are we want people to be outside, active, healthy. I think, like Ansar mentioned, a daily activity for some cardiovascular health. I think being outside is so good for our mental health, but we want to protect yourself at the same time with a hat and sunscreen. And then I think another part of that is avoiding smoking or stopping smoking. That has a huge effect on skin health, and just a good diet with vegetables and fruit to stay healthy.
And then when someone comes beyond that, when they've got discomfort, I am talking about myself, what's the next step? How can they find you? Where are you based? And how should other people who are in my predicament? I've been watching myself on the big screen up here, and I have struggles here. I mean, I think I've adopted eczema, or maybe I've just been living very unhealthily. When I come and visit you, I will find out what's wrong. How can other people like myself find you?
James, I would say that's in the eye of the beholder. I look at your neck and I see healthy skin, and I could talk with your wife about that in more detail. But no, I think your skin's doing fine. So I would usually see people for skin problems like psoriasis or eczema or something that's not healing, and they'd be referred to me by their family doctor.
Okay, so referrals is the way to find you, and you can also be found in the Touchstone parking lot most days.
That's right.
Which is where we hang out.
That's right.
Cool. Well, thank you very much indeed for your time. Hi guys, have we been having a fun time at the Amazeatorium this morning?
Oh yeah. A lot.
I mean, obviously all St. John, Greater St. John residents, is that fair to say? Yeah. Is this not the finest event that the province and the city has ever seen?
For sure. For sure.
What's been your highlight so far? Start with you, Katie.
I did the alcohol dyeing with the fabric, and I like that a lot.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're going to be a scientist one day?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, perfect. Yeah. How about you, Johnny? What's the most exciting thing?
Oh boy, this is hard. Probably playing with the band over there just
the band,
a minute ago.
And you guys are in the band, obviously?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. And what instruments do you both play?
I'm third clarinet. And I'm second alto sax.
Wow, awesome. And anyone watching at home, will you be playing later this afternoon?
We will.
So anyone watching at home that's coming to the event this afternoon must come and check out the band. Do you know what time you're playing?
Round 3.
Round 3, awesome. And Corinne, what's been your highlights apart from playing with the band? Have you been playing with the Legos?
Oh yes, Jordan and I were in charge of putting the Legos onto the map, so.
That is the dream. I mean, this is the map right here. I mean, this is truly a spectacular sight to behold. This is obviously all attractions from where we live, the Maritimes. We all obviously love the Maritimes, and how nice to see our favourite thing, Lego, forming the place that we love.
Yeah.
Any other advice that you would like to offer viewers, what they should do here at the Amazeatorium?
Don't step on Lego.
Don't step on Lego. That's just a lesson for life. That is not specific just to this. But I agree. How about you, John? There must be something that you can share.
I don't know.
No, she's too smart in life and definitely speechless. That's how good. Final word. What would you like to share?
You should come because it's fun.
You should come because it's fun. She's a poet. She doesn't know it. Over and out. We will see you here later today. You'd be mad not to come. It's Amazeatorium-ing.
Yeah.
I've done this before. I'm now joined by Danielle from Long and McQuaid. How you doing?
Not too bad, thanks.
Cool. So this is obviously a wonderful community event. You know, it kind of has the feel of something that's been put together by some huge promoter, but it's just like, you know, parents and volunteers. Is that why you wanted to be involved, the kind of community spirit today?
Community spirit and to discover creativity. Kids have music and they have everything inside of them that needs to come out, and it comes out in a lot of ways. Lego, music. It's great.
Well, I've been watching all day people flocking here to play. I mean, it's a wonderful way. Can you talk us a bit through what you have here and the way in which the kids are interacting with the drum kits and so forth?
So these are electronic drum kits. They are plugged in with headsets so that nobody else has to really listen to all the racket that goes on, but it gives them the sense of they're playing rock and roll music and they can hear the drums in the background.
Amazing.
We brought rhythm instruments for people to play. We had Brian Baker and Pete Bellevue, they came and jammed, and I had the kids doing backup rhythm instruments with them. So
selling products like this, where kids can enjoy playing the drums without any of the noise, there must be a lot of parents writing to you, thanking you for saving their eardrums.
It's not me that makes them, but it is a good gift.
Yeah, sure. And can you tell us a bit about where you guys are and where people can find you and how they can come and check out your awesome store?
We are at the bottom of Rossley Avenue in McAllister Place, right before you turn up to go to the malls. We're right there on the corner.
Perfect. And people can come and say hello anytime, I take it?
Yes, and we have lessons of all different instruments and voices. We have voice lessons, piano lessons, trumpet lessons, clarinet lessons, saxophone lessons, guitar, you name it, we've got it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for being involved with today. And Danielle, I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. I'm really happy to now be joined by Jeff. Jeff, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Cool, good, thanks. Your stall today has been busy non-stop. Can you tell us a bit about all the interactive stuff that you've got going on for the kids?
Yeah, absolutely. Our organization is Brilliant Labs, and we work with schools to help promote the creation with technology rather than just the use of technology. So here we've got Lego Robotics. So the kids are getting some hands-on experience and trying to build and program the robots using the different sensors and the motors. We've also got some coding stations where they're learning how to program computers and games, and actually we've got a station set up over there where the kids can program a robot and then control it with a cucumber and some Play-Doh.
Wow, that sounds too good to be true.
That's pretty cool.
And is this really the thing with Brilliant Labs, is that you're showing kids how functional and fun science can be?
Exactly, and just all, whether it's in technology, math, language arts, science, arts, it doesn't matter. So we're just trying to get schools and the curriculum to kind of take a look at how to integrate technology a little bit better. Because every kid knows how to use technology, but do they know how to create with technology? So if we're going to try to promote that entrepreneurial spirit in the province, this is one way to do it, is to help these kids at a very young age learn how to create with technology.
Wow, I mean, that's one of the things that I've heard from people, and I've obviously even before today I've heard many wonderful things about what you do. And the incredible thing seems to be that children of a young age, 4, 5, 6, 7, can do things which would look to me like at 37 that I wouldn't even be able to do, and you've got 4-year-olds doing it.
They surpass our abilities in a blink of an eye. Like, for example, we've got a virtual reality kind of station here.
Right.
And I was at a high school in Edmundston, and within 30 seconds, the high school kids are saying, okay, we know how to do this.
Right.
And there's such a divide and a gap between where our students are and some of just the adults that aren't digital natives.
Yeah.
That sometimes the teacher's best thing to do is just get out of the way and let the kids learn on their own.
Right.
Or just at least facilitate or guide the learning.
That's interesting, because I guess with languages, people always talk about the fact that if you, if you ensconce children within a different language at a young age, they can take that information in. But why don't we do it with other things such as technology and science?
Exactly, and even like computer programming and all the different languages. Like, look at kids in Switzerland; they grow up learning 4 languages, I think, before they hit middle school age. So why not add computer programming as a language that they might learn, so that they can start creating robots and programming them, video games, all types of different experiences. Like, we're talking virtual reality, robotics, those are billion-dollar industries in the future that are they're already billion-dollar industries.
Yeah.
So why not set ourselves up so that rather than be replaced by robots in 30 years, that they not know how to create their own robots in 30 years.
True, and also, unlike a lot of other professions, there is jobs and demand for these kind of professions. So as you say, we're setting our kids up to be well. You know, it seems like you're making sure that the kids of the Maritimes are going to go on to big and wonderful things.
Certainly hoping so.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, not only for all the work that you've done today to put on such a spectacular display, but also for the amazing work you do for our community.
It's a privilege to help the kids.
Thank you very much indeed. Lovely to meet you. I'm delighted to say we're at the stand which is responsible for this whole event being here, Aliant Community One, and we have two of the creators behind one of the flagship shows on Community One with us now. How are we doing, guys? You all right?
Awesome. Yeah, we're having a great time. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Cool. And what's so amazing about what you guys do? I mean, your show is extremely popular. Can you tell people that haven't seen it before what it's about and how they can watch it?
Well, basically, inside the AUS is dedicated to the athletes of Atlantic University Sport, the coaches, the administrators, the fans. We firmly believe that the AUS is the most special university conference in the country. No other conference in Canada can create this atmosphere that the AUS does. So basically, we try to capture that. We try to tell the stories behind everybody involved, and we formed a real outstanding relationship with all the schools and all the athletes in the AUS. We just signed a new deal to be the official broadcaster for the AUS for a long time. So it's just we just finished up our third season, and just being around these amazing young men and women, it's a lot of fun.
And Mullinger, you guys have worked together for the whole time together. It's absolutely awesome. It's obviously a match made in heaven, because you're obviously naturally in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. All of the camera work that we see is truly spectacular. Can you talk us a bit through like how you came to be so good at what you do, and also what it's like working with Bell?
It kind of came out of nowhere, really. I mean, I've worked from Bell kind of from home doing smaller projects when I was younger, doing editing of concerts and things. And throughout high school, I just kind of took an interest in video. I've always been a fan of movies, and anytime I could submit, any kind of school project as a video, that'd be my option. It's just kind of the most fun way to do it. So I was a student in Halifax for a little bit. I'd kind of fallen out of it, but when the Community One ball kind of started getting rolling, and Bill needed a producer, I was kind of sought out for it because of my experience with it. So it was kind of a learning experience starting there. Like, I really had to teach myself a lot of techniques and stuff going forward. But since then, it's been great, just picking up tons of camera equipment, all kinds of different cameras, lighting stuff, just learning it all from scratch, really. It's been a lot of fun.
And that's often the best way, right? I mean, to be learning that kind of abilities and skill on the job is the best possible way, and it just helps you kind of refine what you do, and you come up with, and I love it. I mean, you do see a lot of stylistic flourishes and so forth in the camera work, and of course, he's an easy man to look good on camera, to make look good on camera, but all of the extra stuff, it really is a spectacular thing. I mean, people, not enough people, I think, realize how much there is on offer on Community One, right? I mean, there's a lot of shows on offer, and it's all community driven, which very, very few TV networks are. I mean, was that something that always attracted you to Community One?
Yeah, I think right away after I met those responsible for Community One, Brad and Chaba, there was an immediate connection there. I really believed their vision for Community One and sports, local sport, grassroots sport, making young kids feel really special, webcasting, everything from the AUS to minor hockey to we do gymnastics. There's so much we do, so we really shared beliefs, and to me that's what Community One represents. It is exactly that. It is the webcaster and the broadcaster for Atlantic sport, culture, community, everything. And we're just so proud to be a part of it, because it's an initiative that doesn't get enough attention. And Community One is all about local matters.
Yeah, it's true. And as you say, I mean, it really does all stem from Brad and Chubba. It's their passion, I think, is the right word, and the driving force behind this. We all look up to them for our guidance, and really it's their love for community sports and community spirit that has brought this together and made this happen. And now, of course, there's hundreds and hundreds of channels available, and yet, on Community One, there's these dozens of shows, all of which are, fantastic. They're all celebrating local things, and everyone in this room is passionate about the Maritimes and passionate about where they live, and Community One's delivering that for them. One of the best things you've been doing, Star, I noticed, is you've been actually training children in the skills that you've learned over many decades in this business. How is it that every time I walk past, I've noticed the children being surprisingly confident? What is it that you're giving them or telling them to make them have that kind of drive?
I think that's part of it. We try not to, your classic interviews, we try to do a real personal interview, like easy questions, but also, try to get to know the person, try to throw them questions that make them feel comfortable. And, that obviously that works well with kids.
Yeah.
And, it takes a bit sometimes to draw the personality out of the kids, but then once you ask a couple questions, it starts coming out and they have a lot of fun. So yeah, I think with this and with our show, East Coast Sports Show, and doing the webcast, we've interviewed so many different people that after a while, you're able to bring out good questions in a lot of different aspects of people.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because I think certainly from all of the shows of yours that I've seen, you're speaking to people who have trained professionally very, very hard to do what they do, but they haven't yet reached the stage where they're receiving media training or any of that stuff. So you're speaking to people who they've mastered their craft on the pitch or on the playing field, but they haven't yet had the training for this and what we're doing now, and you bring it out of them. They're not trained that way, and yet your job is to do that. So maybe that's what translated today, where I'm coming past, I'm watching 5-year-old kids sitting there performing, and they're clearly loving it.
They're loving it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, again, it's another initiative. It just seems like being involved with Community One. These are the types of things that only happen with Community One.
Yeah.
We can talk about it all day, but it's just hard to describe how special it is to be involved with this organization.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate you talking to us, and keep up the amazing work. And everyone watching, please do check out their awesome shows, because you won't regret it. You can either Google Community One and do it online, or of course everyone watching, I do hope, is a Bell Aliant Fibre subscriber, and all you have to do is go into your search box, either in the normal menu or in the on-demand, and search for Community One, search for Inside the AUS and East Coast Sports, and you'll find the amazing work of Drew and Bell. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers, guys.
Awesome stuff.
Nice work, legends. Nice. I'm really pleased to be joined now by Darlene from Darla Creations. Are we having a fun day?
We are having an amazing day. Right. It is, the kids have come, they don't know why they're looking at cups, and so then you explain it to them, and then you explain it that the kids at Touchstone, this is a Touchstone kid approved booth, so then they're like, oh, and then, it goes from there. So they're coming in, they're grabbing a cup, they're coloring on it, and then, taking you back to that whole 70s part of your life, a little bit of tie-dye, changing your fabric, kids love it.
So is this the process that you use when you're creating your clothes?
No.
No? No?
You know what, you can. I design clothes for the American Girl.
Yeah.
So Kit, one of the American Girls, likes this type of stuff, but Julie likes it more. She's from the 70s. She's a 70s AG. So she would love to have a tie-dye t-shirt. So the kids sort of reflect on all of that, and you got to do what they love.
That's very cool, because that's what you do with Darla Creations, right? You create these wonderful clothes, and I've seen your work at that wonderful place at the garden centre. Yes. The name escapes me, Cedar Crest.
Cedar Crest, yes.
And it's truly beautiful work, and I believe it travels all over the world. I mean, people come
It does. So I ship internationally across Canada. I travel myself throughout the Atlantic Canada in order to sell my wares, and this is what I do while my son is at Touchstone.
Wonderful. Now, we're talking about Touchstone. Obviously, the wonderful thing about today's event is that it is not only the greatest day out for kids ever, but it's brought to everyone by parents and teachers. There's no big organisation behind this. This is a grassroots thing, and yet you would never know it to look at it. What is it that you love most about Touchstone Academy?
I think for us is that when you drop your child off, going through your little drive-through in the morning, that the people who are going to teach your child for the day have a vested interest in what they do. They're very passionate. They understand your child. They know every quirk and query and their passion, your child's passion, and they let your child feed off of their inner passion in order to run that classroom. I think the fact that they pull on the resources of parents such as myself when we come in for a one-on-one, and that we actually get to teach in a classroom and take our skills in and share that with the kids. as a regular parent, you can't do all of that because you don't have all those skills. So pulling in from all those resources is amazing. I think that it's an amazing parent community. We're all there. We're all sort of independent thinkers, and we all have our own things, and it's a sense of community that you just don't get anywhere else.
That's very true. And people watching, where can they discover more about Darla Creations? Do you have a website? Where can they find you next?
They can look me up on Facebook at Darla Creations, and yeah, so they can do that. Or next Sunday, they can see me at the Cuplex.
Perfect. So the Cuplex next Sunday. And if you want to find out more about Touchstone, Darlene and I can generally be found hanging out in the Touchstone parking lot most mornings and afternoons. Am I right?
Absolutely. Your kids do not run home from Touchstone. They always want that extra time in the playground, and as parents of Touchstone, you never take your kid directly home.
Absolutely. I never make plans for 3 p.m. because there is no way my son wants to leave that quickly.
That's right. I always say, people are like, what time are you going to be home? I'm like, oh, closer to 4 o'clock. And they're like, does it really take that long? And I guess the other thing is, we live in the city. We go out to the suburb to go to school. We do this. We drive 100 kilometers a day, and it is worth every kilometer that we drive every day. It is amazing.
That is beautiful. Darla Creations, go on Facebook, check them out, and come and meet Darlene personally next Sunday at the Cuplex. Darlene, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Cheers. I'm very excited to be joined now by Rick from Shedguard. You guys at Shedguard were obviously heavily involved in this event from an early stage. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you for your involvement within this, because without people like you, it couldn't happen.
A pleasure.
Now tell me, today I've seen lots of kids around here playing. Can you tell them a bit about how the kids have been interacting with what it is you do at Shedguard?
Well, the kids, for the most part, have really walked by, they've looked in, they're curious as to the mechanics of how the shredding process works. Yeah. I mean, the Amazeatorium event is very much about how things work, the inner workings of things, so they're interested in shredding. When you put something in, how that goes. So on the fundamental level like that,
kids love that.
Kids are very curious as to see something get smashed up or chewed up. So it's an experience for them.
Yeah, and the mechanics of it. What is the mechanics behind it? Like, how does it work? Tell us, as an idiot like me who doesn't know anything about science and clever things.
You're modest, James. The process is really easy. With the shredded material, with the process that Shedguard uses, we collect materials either in the office, bring them out to a truck that is a enclosed unit. The shredding unit is inside it. We touch the product once, so we ensure the integrity of the information, and it goes into a large shredding a shredder that's inside the truck. We have a television screen on the side so you can watch it. It's better than CPAC, from what people say. So I can invite you over sometime to watch some television of shredding. That would be incredible. And it's shredded to a nationally certified standard. We are a document shredding company that is Atlantic Canada based. But we service all of Atlantic Canada and across Canada as well.
Awesome. Now, going back to the roots of where you came from, presumably nowadays shredding is more important than ever with identity theft and credit card fraud. Can you talk me through a bit about the most important reasons why people need a shredding machine?
I think it's really come to the forefront over the last few years. Data integrity is essential. You see people who identity theft is rampant, credit card loss of numbers. People are very protective of their information, and they need the old days where people burn it, throw it in a recycling bin, and have it carted off in the garbage is not acceptable. People go into those units, take that information, they use it, it's on the internet, you're compromised for a long, long time. So the shredding industry evolved for a need to protect essential information. And from there, business processes, shredding companies grew, and as a result, you have what we have here today, where we protect people's identity. We ensure that businesses don't lose critical data through paper that's thrown haphazardly in the garbage. And it's a win-win for both us and the consumers. We actually recycle the material that we shred, so it's a very green type of footprint that the company has.
That's spectacular. Well, all I can say is thank you so much for your involvement today.
I appreciate.
And no, well, thank you. And I mean, you know, and was that an important part? Obviously, you're a local business. You're very much involved within community activities.
Absolutely.
Was that a big attraction for you? That today, even though it looks like a spectacularly large event organised by a huge promoter, it's organised by local parents and volunteers.
That's totally true, and it really speaks to the quality and the energy in the community that we can bring this event. And I can tell you, I've been here since early this morning, and the crowds have been absolutely fabulous. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
A lot of buzz, a lot of fun things happening. It's all from the local community.
Well, that's nice. Thank you so much for your
Thank you
great
very
talking
much.
to you. Thanks.
All right.
I'm genuinely delighted to be joined now by Carla from the Little Shop of Science, a St. John institution, I think it's fair to say.
Yes, and we are like a store dedicated more for educational toys, and at the same time we have some gadgets and some stuff for everybody and for all the age.
This is what's so spectacular about your store, Carla, is of course that these are all fun toys which kids can have a great time with, but they all promote learning as well, which is presumably why it's such a good partnership with Touchstone Academy, that's what they promote as well.
Yeah, well, the idea of the store is that the kids, they have to have fun, but at the same time they have to learn, so they have to build the product or the toy first, and then they can play with.
Yeah, that's super cool. And I know you've been involved with Touchstone in promoting this event since the beginning. Was it an important thing for you to be involved in because of the fact that this is, you know, today is all about learning and play, and that's what you specialize in?
Exactly. And the idea is that the kids, they have to be more involved in something that they have to learn.
Right.
No, it's not only like nothing against the technology, but you know, has to have something to, they have to think about it, and then they have to like use the logic too as well, you know, and yeah, it's basically that. Yeah.
Wonderful. And you're based in Brunswick Square, of course.
Yeah, first floor and Brunswick Square.
First floor, Brunswick Square. So you can go and see Carla yourself. She's a hands-on business owner. She's there, and Carla can help you pick something wonderful for your child, or let your kids come in and play. Carla, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you very soon in Brunswick Square at the Little Shop of Science.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Nathan, how are we doing?
Awesome, James, how are you?
Cool, well, very good. Well, last time I was here, it was looking great, but it was nowhere near done. You are getting very, very close to completion here. How does that feel?
It feels tremendous. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the team members that worked with me all day, and all the kids that put this on the board for us. You know, it takes a lot of work. I didn't realize this, but there were 960 squares that had to be filled.
Wow.
Each of these squares has 36 pieces individually that had to be put on. If I had to do this myself, it would probably have taken years, if not millennia.
And this is the wonderful thing, is that it is a highly technical approach, and yet I've been watching 3-year-olds up to 60-year-olds working on this. I mean, are there many artworks in the world that you can say that about?
I don't think there are, and one of the reasons why Lego has been one of the biggest selling toys of all time is because it is ageless. I still play with Lego. I've entered my 40s this year,
Exactly.
And to do something like this, to be involved with a project like this, has been absolutely phenomenal.
It is spectacular, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. And obviously, people, if anyone would like to see this in the flesh, this will be on display at Touchstone Academy, I believe.
Yes, it will. It'll be entombed, if you will, in a case of glass, so the kids don't wreck it.
Wow.
And people can come into the school as they're coming through the school. That's probably the first thing they're going to see is its completed form, which will be truly a piece of practically mosaic art.
Yeah.
It really is an art at this point in time.
It is a piece of art, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I would implore anyone to come and check this out in the flesh, because it really is a spectacular feast for the eyes. Come to Touchstone Academy, check this out. And if you're watching this wondering how you can have all this much fun, well, you should have booked tickets this year, but book tickets for next year. This afternoon, I actually just heard sold out. This afternoon's event sold out. So next year, come, have fun like this, and please do book tickets in advance, because it will sell out. Nathan, congratulations on your wonderful work, and I really I wish you the best of luck with that, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.